Hey, I'm Tron, and this is Word, where I go through the Bible one chapter a day. At this point, we have reached Genesis 14. Through 24 verses, war breaks out between regional kings. The victors loot the conquered territory and take Lot captive and run away with all his stuff. Abram gets the word and gets a band of 318 fighting men together from his household to go after the invaders. Abram and his small force catches up and recaptures his nephew and all the spoils of war. The high priest of the Lord and king of Salem, Melchizedek, blesses Abram and praises God. Abram pays 10% of his new wealth in reverence and returns the rest to the surviving king of Sodom. The patriarch in the making has gained it all, but gives it up because he does not want to give the impression he has gained his wealth piggybacking others. The encounter between Melchizedek and Abram has strong undertones of worship and genuine symbolism. In an act eerily reminiscent of New Testament sacraments involving communion, the priest king offers Abram food and drink in verse 18. And Melchizedek, the king of Salem and a priest of God Most High, brought Abram some bread and wine. Salem is thought likely to be the location of what later would be Jerusalem, and if so, would be the lone reference to it in the Pentateuch, or first 5 books in the Bible. But it would be the perfect place for the father of nations to be blessed by the Lord, as we see in the following verses. Melchizedek blessed Abram with this blessing. Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who has defeated your enemies for you. Then Abram gave Melchizedek a tenth of all the goods he had recovered. There's been speculation about who Melchizedek was. A person that just appears and then disappears just as quickly from the scene. The name means king of righteousness. Older traditions hold to the notion that it was Shem that acted as the intermediary between heaven and man, Noah and the patriarchs. It would fit the timeline, as Shem would have had a few years of life still left in him until he reached the age of 600 when he is recorded to have died. But I think the Bible would have said if it was him. Others think that the Salem king priest was Christ pre-incarnate. It is a fun thought, and it could be, but I don't know if I see him establishing such a tangible earthly presence with a physical kingdom before his time. He is mysterious, but I think he reflects the Son of God through what he represents. He was what the word says, a king of Salem and high priest of God. The book of Hebrew makes the connection between Christ and Melchizedek in chapter 6 and verse 20. Jesus has entered there on our behalf as a forerunner because he has become a high priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. Jesus steps into the gap between us and our Heavenly Father, just as Melchizedek did for Abram. It is through him our honor is due, our blessings are affirmed, and our debt is paid. And later, the Lord will encounter Abram again, this time in a vision. God's binding promise will be solidified, but that is in Genesis 15. Until then, Word.